Good, good morning once again.
Good morning.
Yeah, very good
Good
morning.
morning, Naveen.
Yeah, able to see the screen? Able to see the screen? Yeah.
Yes, we can.
So, last sessions we have completed document number ranges in both entry view and GL view, correct? So we have done how to copy the company codes to the document number ranges to other company codes, right? Instead of creating manually, and we saw how to copy the year-end activity to next fiscal year. So, any questions in that before we proceed? The new topic. Yes, no, anyone? Yeah.
No, Naveen, no question.
Okay, then good to go, right? The next most important topic in new GL accounting, document splitting. Document splitting. So I'll just explain in the literature part. Put a 3-star marks or any whatever it is. So I just always say that put a very important topic. This is document splitting. Document splitting. What is a document splitting means? As we know that the old formula. What is the old formula? What is the old formula?
GL debit, GL credit.
Yeah, GL debit equals to GL credit. Okay, so it will check the balance at GL debit level and GL credit level. That's it. But the new formula is something different. So I'll write it as an old formula. Old formula. Okay, this is my old formula. And what is my new formula is? What is my new formula is? So same thing as we discussed earlier also.
Yeah. GL profit center segment.
GL plus business area plus
Business area
profit center plus
profit center plus segment.
Debit equal to same thing. Sorry. GL plus business area plus profit center plus segment credit. Correct? So what does it mean in the sense? And each and every transaction level, it will check that the debit balance of, okay, debit balance is equals to credit balance at the GL level, business area level, profit center, segment level. Okay, if it is matching, then only it will allow to post. If not, if it is not matching, the system will not allow to post. Understood? So here in new formula, the balances at GL level, business area level, profit center level, segment level, if debit or credit balance are matching, then only the system will allow us to post the document. If it is not matching, then the system will not allow us to post the document. Okay, debit and credit will check in all this one, GL level, business area level, okay, profit center, segment level. Okay, how it will activate, how it will work in the sense, when we activate this document splitting, then only this formula will work. If we won't activate this document splitting option in SAP, then this formula will not going to work. Is this clear? Without configure this document splitting, this new formula will not going to work. So we need to activate this document splitting. Is this clear? So first one, they may ask you, what is a new GL accounting? Correct? New GL accounting. Then we can say that new GL accounting will give a multi-dimensional reporting or parallel accounting. Then you can give this formula, and after that, so but to run to work this formula, we need to activate document splitting. So what is document splitting will do? Document will splitting will check the debit balance is equals to credit balance or not. If we have given, the user has given only the information on debit line and he missed to give the information on credit line, then the system automatically update from debit to credit, or the user has given the update on credit line. Okay, then the system will automatically update from credit to debit. Vice versa, it will update. Right? I have given debit line, business area, and profit center. Credit line I have not given. Okay, but automatically system will update. If document splitting is activated, then the system will update it from debit to credit, or we have given credit line, then automatically system will update from credit to debit if document splitting option is updated, configured. Is this clear? Any questions here? Okay, so here the client will say, so normally 99.9% they want to go with the new formula, document splitting, right? If they want to go with the old formula, then the new configuration, whatever we did, it's not required. Whatever last 1 week session or 1.5 week session we have done, so that is not required. If client want only GL debit equals to GL credit, but client always wants now the new GL accounting only. They want multi-dimensional reporting. Clear? Any questions here? Right? Whenever we activate the document splitting is nothing but what does it mean? We are switching to new formula. If you are not activating document splitting, then what does it mean? We are using the old formula. Any questions here? Am I audible?
One doubt.
Yes, please go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. Naveen, see, you are telling that GL debit, business area debit, profit center debit to segment, to all these get GL credit, business area credit, profit center credit now. So when we are doing GL debit and credit, we will get profit and loss on balance sheet at company code level.
Sorry, yes.
Business area at level also we can get the reports and profit center and segment.
Yes.
But see, Naveen, one doubt, for example, if I am having a one expenses that is relating to two profit centers, then how it will?
Sorry, 2 lines of 2 different profit centers, right?
Yes.
Then automatically it will create 2 credit lines. See, what you are asking is before that. So you are asking that rent account, for example, rent account debited, salaries account debited, for example, salaries account debited to bank outgoing account, Okay, so here my rent, for example, 10,000. Okay, and salaries 20,000, right? And my business area, for example, Hyderabad business area, AHYD. Business area, there is no change, AHYD. And my profit centers here, A1000. And here it is A9000. Correct? And this my segment will be, we won't give any segment here. Then, and credit line, I'm just giving 30,000. Understood. I have given the information 2 different. This is the same question, right? You are asking?
Yeah, but for example, if I'm having only one invoice, in that
This
the
is
rent
one invoice only. The one invoice, 2 expenses are mentioned. How it will be there? One expense, you will have 2 different profit centers.
Like Naveen, for rent, 5,000 belongs to one profit center and 5,000
you
belongs
can have same rent account. Rent account 5,000. Sorry. Correct. So here bank outgoing account 10,000. Is this your question?
Yes, Naveen, yes.
right? So we need to plot two different profit center. So in the entry view, how we are going to enter a document, rent account debited to A1000, rent account debited to A9000, right? Then how the system will, after posting, how system will generate in the sense. So same thing, rent account debited. Okay, rent account debited. In the GL view, how it's going to be entered in the reports in the sense 5,000. Okay, Hyderabad, profit center A1000. Next one, for example, A segment is cement segment. Next one, 2 bank outgoing account, credit, that is 5,000. So it will update from debit to credit. Same Hyderabad A1000 and cement segment. Next one, again it will update rent account debited 5,000, A Hyderabad A9000, and we have given corporate segment. 2 bank outgoing account 5,000 Hyderabad. So debit to credit, it will update like this, 9,000 A corporate. Is this clear?
Yes, Naveen, yes.
Or did I answer your question?
Yes, Naveen.
Okay.
But Naveen, one thing, for every profit and loss and balance sheet account, I need to give the profit center.
I didn't get you. What does it mean? Every profit center for every
Like,
what is the requirement of your new document splitting? Because I want to view the reports as per GL wise, business area wise, profit center wise, and segment wise. So that's the reason in every entry you need to give, if you want a report profit center wise, then you will give your profit center. Correct. If I don't want profit center reporting, then why I will go with the document splitting? Hope you got my point.
Yes, Naveen, got it.
If I want only the classic GL reporting, then I don't want to do this document splitting. That's what I want to say. Okay. This is very important, how to activate. And every time in real time, if you do activation one time, that is enough. But in now in the practical environment, what happens is every time the document splitting option, I'll show you that the document splitting, because number of people will use the same server. In real time, only we will use it, right? So once we activate the document splitting, it will be there forever, right? Normally. But in this particular server, training server, we 10 or 15 people will use that server. So what happens is one person will activate the document splitting, and next person, whoever is practicing, for example, he don't require document splitting, then he will deactivate document splitting. So every time before posting entry in training environment, training server, just kindly check whether the document splitting is activated or not. Clear? If it is deactivated, then we need to activate it. If we are not activating, what happens is the data will not update it from debit to credit or credit to debit. Right? I'll show you that before discussion. I'll show you that. Okay, is that clear? Okay.
Yes, Naveen.
Yeah, first step. Okay. So here we need to decide first step, activation of document splitting. Splitting at client level. I'll write like this. That's the reason I said client level. This is document splitting will happen at client level, means it will, whatever company codes are there, companies are there in that particular client, 800 client, whatever server we are, For all the companies, all the company codes, document splitting will be get activated. Right? Next step. If I want to, for example, how many company codes we have? How many company codes we have?
3.
3 company codes, AI01, AI02, and AU01. If we activated one company code, then automatically it will activate it to other 2 company codes, and other person is also practicing for those company codes also, it will be get activated. But I have 3 company codes, AI01, AI02, and AU01. For unfortunately, I need to activate for AI01 and I need to activate for AU01 only, but I want to use classic GL accounting for AI02. Then I don't want to use new GL accounting concept for AI02 company code, for example. Then if we want to deactivate for AI02, then write down deactivation. This is another important interview point of question. Okay, deactivation of document splitting at company code level. Very important this is. What does it mean? So activation. So they will ask you document splitting. At what level we can, it will work in the sense company code level, and deactivation, sorry, client level, and deactivation would be at company code level. Means we need to select the company code AI02 and we can uncheck that activation option. So that what happens, the other AI01, it will be activated, AU01, it will be activated. But for deactivation, if we uncheck for AI02 company code, then the old formula will work for AI02 company code. Clear? Any questions here? This is important. This is, try to remember this. Activation of
That means
document. Yes,
that
please.
means that activation will be done by the client
Sorry.
and deactivation will be done by the consultant.
Both will be done by consultant or client, in the sense it is not your customer, your system client number.
Okay.
What is your client here?
Okay.
What is the client number? We are
800.
client 800, right?
8. Yeah.
So under 800 client,
Okay.
whatever companies, company codes are there, if we activate, all will be get activated. Whatever company, 20 companies and 60 company codes are there, for example. So once we activate this, it will be activated for all companies and all company codes under that 800 client. Right? For example, out of that, I don't want to use this new GL configuration document splitting for AI02 company code. Then we need to deactivate of document splitting at company code level, not at client. If we uncheck this, then all the company codes and all the companies, it will be deactivated. If we are selecting at client level. Clear?
Yeah. Clear.
Next. So write down this. It's very important. Again, I'm telling you, this will be interview point of view question. At what level we can activate document splitting? Means it would be a client level. And deactivation is at company code level. Okay.
Yeah, Navin, got it.
Yeah. Next, write down. Activated document. Once we activated document splitting, what happens, you know? Okay. Okay. Document activated document splitting. Once we activate document splitting, then it will copy the document splitting method. The splitting method automatically copied by the system. Document splitting method. Once we activate, this splitting method will be automatically copied by the system. Okay, that is document splitting method. Splitting method, document splitting method. Okay, so there will be a number. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8 zeros and 12. So this is SAP standard document splitting method. We are not going to give this. Once we activate document splitting, the splitting method will be copied, right? What it will be written, SAP will return, okay, all the rules and regulations will be written under this splitting method. So how to update debit to credit, credit to debit, okay, how to copy the business area from debit to credit or credit to debit, okay, same time, how to derive the segment from profit center, okay, all the rules and regulations will be defined in this document splitting method, okay. So it is a standard method, we won't do this anything, so it will automatically, it will copy once we activated document splitting. Clear? We need not to do this, it automatically copies, but fine. So once we activated document splitting, the splitting method will be copied. You need not to remember the number or whatever it is, but just I want to show you people. Okay. Okay. Then next, how this document splitting will work in the sense. So this will work based on what document types we are using, right? We are going to use what document types we are using, right? Next one, what item categories we are using. Okay. So here, for example, document types, for example, it's a normal invoice, GL invoices, GL credit memos, GL reversals, right? So what document type, for example, are you using a SA document type or AB document type? So according to that base, it will be updated. And item categories is nothing but what kind of accounts you are using. You are using expense accounts, or you are using a revenue accounts, or you are using a liability accounts, or you are using a asset accounts. So according to that, it will be activate, it will be the splitting will work. Okay. Okay. Every document type will have a transaction. Every document type will have a transaction. What kind of transaction you are using? We are using transaction and variant. Variant in the sense, as already we discussed, fiscal year variant, open and posting period variant, right? What variant we are using, right? Every document splitting will work based on your document types and item category. Means document types are nothing but what kind of document we are using, right? SA document, AB document, vendor invoice, vendor credit memo, customer invoice, customer credit memo, like that. And item category, what are the accounts we are using? Is it a vendor account, customer account, asset account, right? Liability account, income account, expense account, like different accounts we have. Already we have created account types. So based on that, the splitting will happen. And in the document types, again, we have a transaction, what kind of transaction it is, and variant. What are the variant? Fiscal year variant or open and post period variant, different variants we have used, right? So according to that, it will work. The splitting will work. So how it's going to work? Just write it down as it is. Item category. So here, as I said, that accounts. Now we are doing GL module. I'll say that GL accounts. If it is, we are in AP module, a vendor accounts. AR module, customer account. Asset. Just write it on this. Once you are done, kindly let me know, please. Once you are done, let me know, please. Once again, I'm requesting.
Done, Naveen.
Okay.
Done,
So here,
done.
what is the beauty of this in the sense? See, how many document types we have? How many document types we have?
Two.
Is it two?
Overall, I'm
SC and AB?
no, I'm asking overall. SAP, standard document type.
Oh, geez.
1056.
Those
1056.
are non-leading letters, right?
Oh, okay.
58
Document
Naveen.
types, 58. There are total 58 document types are there, right? We discussed. So this, whatever setting document splitting method will be activated, will be followed for all the 58 document types. We need not to do any. Once we activate document splitting, then it will be get activated for all the 58 document types. So no need to give individually. Clear, not only SAAB, right? Whatever vendor invoices, vendor credit memos, vendor documents, right? For all those documents, it will be get updated. Okay, this 58 document, this setting is already available by SAP standard. Okay, so this is already default. Okay, only what we need to do, configuration item categories, we need to configure to GL accounts. Or if it is AP, vendor accounts. If it is AR, customer accounts, right? So this item categories, we need to link it to GL accounts. This setting, automatical SAP standard, it is there. Fine, that I'll show you. No need to get confusion here. I'll show you that. Okay, there are three types of, very, very important again. One is how many types of document splitting. Remember this. What is three types in the sense? One is active splitting. Second one, passive splitting, or we can make it as a zero balance splitting. Zero balance splitting. Third one, passive splitting. Don't forget this. How many types of document splitting? 101% guaranteed interview question. Remember, active splitting, zero balance splitting, and passive splitting. Write down this. Active splitting, zero balance splitting, and passive splitting.
Naveen, I have a question here.
Please.
Uh, as you said, like, when we activate all the documents and we can go back and we can deactivate whatever we
Company code level.
required. Okay. Yeah.
Company code level.
So company code level, yes. And if we want to, if we are creating in a test environment, if we are creating again, again we are creating a company code level documents, and if we want to deactivate, then again first we need to activate all the these things, right? Document type level.
I didn't get you. Can you please come again? See, if we want to deactivate in the sense, see, if you don't want to use document splitting for your company code, then you need not to go to this particular option, because by default it will be deactivated.
Okay.
Okay, but once you have done 5 company codes in your company, right?
Yes.
Under that you have activated at client level. So what does it mean? All the 5 company codes, it will be get activated. Correct? But one
Okay.
company
Okay.
code,
Yes.
first company code, you don't want to use this document splitting. Then what you need to do, you need to go to this document splitting, and over there you will get an option called all the company codes. Clear? So what company code you want to deactivate? So you need to uncheck that company code.
Okay. So
And
within that 5, whatever we need to deactivate or like
exactly,
uncheck, we can do that.
yes,
Okay.
yes. I'll show you that
Okay.
also.
Sure. Sure. Okay. Got it.
Clear? So this is important here. Activate splitting, types of splitting. How many types of document splittings? These are very, very important. Activate splitting, zero balance splitting, and passive splitting. Just write it down. So first one we will see active splitting. Active splitting, write down active splitting. Active splitting. Active splitting will work. Active splitting will work. Active splitting will work based on. Active splitting will work based on. Predefined configuration steps. Active splitting will work. Predefined configuration steps. And parameters maintained. Predefined configuration steps and parameters maintained in entry screen template. Parameters maintained in entry screen template. Okay. So here, what does it mean in the sense? So here, entry view. We are entering a document. Entry view. So here, for example, salaries account, debited to bank account. For example, I'm taking 20,000. So here my entry view is, for example, AHYD and segment is A9000. Profit center is 9,000. So what I did here, I have given GL accounts, salary account debited to bank account, and I have given amount, and the debit line I have given business area and profit center. Right? This is my entry view. Means what do you mean by entry view? Right? What do you mean by entry view here? Entry view in the sense how the user enters the data. How the user enters the data in the entry screen, right? Document. Then that is considered as an entry view, right? How we enter, in the same way we can view the data. Then that is considered as an entry view. Next one, the SAP will update in GL view. There is one more view. We have GL view. So how many ledgers it will be updated? In how many ledgers it will be get updated?
3.
3 ledgers. What are they? What are those ledgers?
0L,
0L,
AX,
AX,
AY.
AX, and
A,
AY.
AY.
Correct? And it will be updated in how many currencies? How
Two.
many currencies it will
Local
be get updated?
currency,
Sorry?
3.
3 currencies.
3.
Hard
Local
currency.
currency,
Yeah.
reporting currency.
Yeah. First, document currency.
Yeah.
Right. So document currency. Next one, local currency. Next one, hard currency. Correct? In GLU, it will be updated. We are entering only in one. So document currency, right? And we have given only the details in debit line. But here it will updated in 3 ledgers and 3 currencies. Fine. So how it is going to be updated here? Okay. Okay, it will be updated in debit to credit. It will update AHYD A9000, and it will be updated segment also, that is A corporate. Just write it down as it is. Once you're done, let me know.
Done, Naveen.
Okay, so here it will be split into 3 different ledgers, 3 different currencies, and we have given the data entry as in debit line, Hyderabad, and corporate profit center. So in the GL view, it will automatically updated from the debit data will be updated to credit data. Okay, the business area will be split from debit to credit, and the profit center will be updated from debit to credit, and the segment will be derived from profit center. Clear?
Naveen, one doubt.
Yes, sir.
So Naveen, for the like in entry view, we don't need to give the segment
Sorry,
in the entry
in
view.
entry view, it's
like
not
we have-
required to give the segment. Automatically, it will derive from profit center.
Okay, Naveen.
Okay, so here this is the thing, right? So how it will be, this is entry view. Next one, this is a scenario one. You can write it as a scenario one. Active splitting, I'll write it as a scenario one. Scenario one. So how it's going to be updated? So debit to credit, right? Same thing. Debit to credit. Next one, debit to credit. Right? This is a scenario one. Fine. Any questions here? Any questions? So we have given entry view. In document, we have entered only salaries account debited 2000 to bank account 2000, and we have given the business area and at debit line profit center. Okay, automatically it will update it from, because of document splitting method, it will copy from debit to credit, business area, debit to credit, profit center, and this segment will be derived from profit center. We need not to give an entry view. We need not to give, automatically it will derive from profit center. Is this clear? Okay, the next scenario 2, we will have one more scenario. Scenario 2, same thing, entry view. We are entering one transaction. Just now you asked the same question. Okay, I have a 2 different profit centers. Right, the same thing I'm taking now. For example, advertisement account debited, advertisement account debited, for example, 60,000. In entry view, we will give the same thing, 60,000. Business area, same AHYD, and profit center, for example, A1000. Okay, and next one, we have security charges, account debited, security charges debited 40,000, Hyderabad, A1100. Okay, this is one. So here, 2 to XYZ trading account. Means this is a vendor who is giving services to us, trading company. So on the credit line, 1 lakh, this is 40,000. One lakh, right? We have given only the details in debit line. Okay, that's it. Advertisement account debited 60,000. Business area Hyderabad, profit center 1,000, A1000. And debit one more line item, security charges 40,000, Hyderabad business area, and 1100 profit center, right? So here we are not updated any details on credit line. Now, how it's going to be seen in GL view in the sense? How it's going to be updated in GL view in the sense? GL view. It's going to be updated. Advertisement account debited 60,000. Business area Hyderabad. And from here, the segment will be copied. The segment will be copied from business area. Sorry, profit center. So here it will update it as an 2. Instead of XYZ trading account, it will take it as an sundry creditors. You know, right? Sundry creditors, sundry debtors. Already we discussed. What do you mean by sundry? What do you mean by sundry? Quick, please. We are running short of time. What do you mean by sundry? We already discussed.
A group.
Yeah.
It is a suspense account.
Not suspense. Sundry creditor. I said, why suspense? Here we know the party name, right? If it doesn't know party name, then we will call it as in suspense. Here we know who is giving services to us. Who is giving services?
XYZ.
XYZ. Then normally in academic, this one we call it as in sundry debitor, sundry creditor. So here whoever giving services to us, then they are considered as in sundry creditors. Correct? So when we have a sundry creditors, in SAP we won't call it as a sundry. We will call it as a trade payables. Earlier we used to call it as a sundry only. But now we are calling it as a trade payables and trade receivables. So this will be updated as a trade payables. So the GL account will be considered it as a 2 trade payables account. Trade payables account. So same thing. 60,000. It will update from debit to credit. Hyderabad A1000. Okay. And it will be derived. It will be derived your segment from profit center to cement segment. Cement segment. And next one here, it will be updated as an security charges. This is also cement segment only, A1100 cement segment. And instead of here XYZ, instead of supplier name, it will to trade payables account. And it will be updated from debit to credit. AHYD, A1100, A cement segment. Understood. So here it will, we have 2 lines, debit line, but here you can, it will split here. So advertisement account debited to trade payables account, security charges. So separate lines it will get created with, and it will update it your business area debit to credit, profit center debit to credit, and segment will be derived from your profit center. So how it will be mapped in the sense? So it will be updated from debit to credit, and the segment will be derived from profit center to from profit center. Just write it down.
Naveen sir, it's been so long that I left accountancy,
Sorry.
but I said it's been too long that I left. I forgot the accountancy. It's been so long.
Okay,
So
no
when
problem.
we'll be
See,
doing,
that's what I'm saying. Before posting the entries, we can have one refresher
yes,
academic session. The
yes,
entries.
absolutely. That'll be really
No, that's
that'll
what I'm saying.
really gonna help a
After,
lot of people here.
no, I understood. I absolutely understand. See, that's what I'm saying. So see, this is the only configuration part we are doing. Once we done the configuration, before posting entries, before writing entries, we will have one session on the journal entries, how to classify the entry, how to post into debit, how to post to credit. So those entries we are going to discuss, if possible, on Saturday session. Clear?
Sure, that'll be great if you let us know which Saturday session will be.
No, coming Saturday only.
Uh,
We are not going to delay any other Saturday. The coming Saturday only,
Okay.
we are going to discuss the academic accounting part.
Perfect. Because right now, when I'm seeing this advertisement to security charges to XYZ trading, but when we're doing in a GL view, for me, I
I
don't know, I
understood.
forgot what
You will
is
have a
trade
confusion.
payable.
Yeah. Yeah, I understood. That's the reason we have included that academic financial accounting, cost accounting, and management accounting in this. Hope you got my
Perfect,
point.
sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Fine. Yeah. So this is
Naveen, this account payable is 1 lakh rupees, and this trade payable
no. This is
60,000 and
40,000.
1 lakh.
This is 40,000 only.
Yeah.
I have not changed.
Okay.
I have the same you're asking.
Yeah, Naveen. Yeah.
This is 40,000 only.
Okay.
Just write it down.
Sir,
This is
sir, if you
scenario
have to
two.
explain in one, sir,
Yeah.
if you have to explain in one liner, trade payable here, how come trade payable, like, मुझे याद ही नहीं trade payable होता भी
See,
क्या था?
trade
So
payables,
if you have to
matlab,
explain,
your
yes,
creditor. See, someone whom we need to pay, whom we need to pay, they are considered it as a creditors in our accounting. Correct? We are liable to pay. We took a services from XYZ trading,
right.
but we are not paying immediately. We are going to pay in future. So we are liable to pay him. Then he will become our creditor. Correct?
Now, next question is similar to not to I don't want to interrupt, but the thing
No
which is
problem.
making more sense to me is when we are taking the advertisement and security charges services, is it
Yes.
if you're taking from XYZ trading company, is it correct?
Correct.
Now, when we're taking from services from advertisement services from XYZ, why are we not writing advertisement to XYZ?
I'll tell you. That's what I'm saying. So the term here, we can, instead of mentioning here XYZ, why system is taking it as a trade payables, right? That is your question,
Yes, sir.
right? So what does it mean in the sense, for example, when in day-to-day activities, do I purchase from or do I take services on credit from one creditor or number of creditors?
Well, it's going to be number of creditors. Yes,
Let me
sorry.
finish. Number of creditors.
Yes.
So this is what is
Yes.
the GL view? GL view is for reporting purpose, correct? So we have a different
Absolutely.
reportings, right? Local GAAP reporting,
Yes.
IFRS reporting, US GAAP reporting. So whatever GL view
Right.
is there, it is for reporting purpose. So reporting is nothing but my profit and loss account is one report. My trial balance is one report. My balance sheet is one report. So for example, in my throughout the year, I am purchasing or I am taking services from 500 creditors. We are liable to pay in throughout financial year or fiscal year, 1 year of time. So I need to repay. We are liable to pay 500 creditors, different creditors. Clear? So in ledger accounts, we can have 500 what we call creditors account. But if I want to show how much we are liable to pay to our total creditors, for example, say 5 lakhs, we need to pay that 100 creditors, for example, or 500 creditors, we are liable to pay 5 lakhs rupees to them. Total 5 lakhs we need to pay them. Clear? At that particular point of time, is it possible to show in my trial balance all the 500 creditors? Is it possible?
I'm not sure.
It will become a
I'm
bulky
very
of
not
my
sure.
trial
Yeah.
balance, correct? And
Kind of,
same time-
yes.
Same time in my liability balance sheet on the liability side, if I show all the 500 creditors, right? So do I understand how much total liability I need to pay to the creditors?
So does that mean that if we have to pay X amount of dollars to the creditors, so we'll put an entry of total amount of that dollar value
This is nothing
against
but
creditors?
clubbing of all the creditors amount
Okay,
what we
that
are
makes sense
liable
now.
to pay. And that is the
That makes
reason
sense
we
now.
call it
Yeah.
as a payables. Trade payables.
And now when we are
Sorry?
Yes. Now, when you're talking about GL view, because we're talking about just only for a generating reporting
Correct,
purpose.
correct.
So the company has got nothing to do with the name of all the companies to whom we have to pay money. They need to know how much we have to pay them total. Is it correct?
See, yeah, that's correct. See here, what does it mean in the sense
Okay.
entry view is for our internal purpose, but same times whatever balance sheet you publish, right? That will go to external peoples also like banks, your other creditors or other shareholders, right? So that will be exhibited your trial balance and balance sheet to other people, third parties also. So what is the need to show them? So to 500, what are the need to show 500 people names to whom we need to pay, right? So that's the reason to overcome that. What we are going to do is, and your balance sheet and trial balance will become bulky, right? So to overcome that, what we are going to do, we are going to come up. So in general, in academic, we call them as in sundry creditors. Sundry means group of creditors. But in SAP, we are going to call it as earlier in SAP also we used to call it as a sundry creditors only. But here now it got changed to trade payables. Trade payables is nothing but group of creditors. Group of creditors. So it will club all creditors amount. And it will show in the report as a one amount, total amount. Total creditors payable amount is so and so 5 lakhs. So whenever it is showing trade payables 5 lakhs, in the sense, what does it indicate? We are not supposed to pay one creditor. We are supposed to pay number of creditors. Is that clear?
That's very much clear, sir. Thank you. But the other question which I have related to same thing. What if, let's imagine a client says, okay, I need to know when you're generating the report, I need to know that in this month there is an entry of trade payable for X amount of dollars, what was the name of the companies? Then do we have to go back to the entry view from GL view?
Yes, yes. So we will prepare separate individual ledgers, right? What is our accounting cycle? We will pay, we will write a journal entries first. The next ledgers, what is ledger? Ledger is nothing but you are preparing individual accounts. So over that, you can get each individual party how much you need to pay. Right? In the ledgers, you will clearly get how much amount individual ledger, individual creditor you need to pay. Right? If you want to check analysis, right? 500 ledgers, how much amount I need to pay for A, I need to pay for B, I need to pay for C. So that individual ledger, we can go to the ledger accounts and we can check how much amount we need to pay specific ledger, specific vendor. But in a report, we can exhibit throughout total. If you want to check, then you need to go to GL. I'll show you that also in the ledgers, individual ledgers.
Perfect, sir. Yeah, makes sense now. Thank you.
Thank
Sorry
you.
for the dumb question though.
No problem. Okay, just write it down this.
Yeah, that's done.
Okay, the next one. We have one more view. I'll say one more, this one. So next one, zero balance splitting. Second method, zero balance splitting. Next one is zero. I'll just write the entry and tomorrow I'll give you the literature part for this. Zero balance splitting. The second one, zero balance splitting. So first one is active splitting. So if someone is asking you, what do you mean by active splitting? What would be your answer? What do you mean by active splitting? In the sense, whatever data we entered in entry view, the same will be copied. The same will be shown in GL view. The same it is showing, but it will update from debit to credit or credit to debit. That's it. But nothing will be get changed here, right? Then that is considered as an active splitting. Means whatever entry we will do and we will enter the same thing will be updated in GL view, but it will update from debit to credit or credit to debit. Then that is considered as an active splitting. Okay. Next one, zero balance splitting.
So what does that mean, debit to credit or credit to debit?
1 second. So here you can see here in entry view.
Yeah.
No problem. Just issue here with my word. See here.
All I know that you have bifurcated the department from advertisement trade payable from debit to credit individually and
No, see here.
dividing the
This is
total
my
amount of
entry.
that.
How I am entering in my entry view, entry screen. How I am entering, I have given salaries account debited. So debit line, I have given business area and profit center. Correct? And in the credit line, I have not given any business area nor profit center. Understood? This is my entry view. But in GL view, it is updated. Here you can see salaries account debited, Hyderabad business area, profit center. As per your entry view, it got updated. But you can see here we have not given credit line. The system automatically will take the business area from debit to credit and profit center from debit to credit. And we have not given any segment. And this segment will be taken from the profit center. So this is called debit to credit, or you are giving, you are not giving debit line, the information, and you are given the credit line. Then the system will automatically update from credit to debit.
Right. Okay,
Yeah.
sir. Thank you.
Yeah. So zero balance splitting. So I'll just take example here and I'll give the explanation part in tomorrow's session. So for example, scenario 1, I'll take same scenario 1. Wages account. Debited. To bank outgoing account. To bank outgoing account. Okay, and amount, for example, 55,000. So here we will have a little confusion, but still I'll try to overcome this. So AHYD in the debit line and profit center A1000. A1000. Same thing. 55,000 AHYD. So A1100. So I am giving the details in this entry view. This is my entry view. Entry view. Okay. So wages account debited. So I'm updating debit line and as well as a credit line. But what is the thing you found in this particular? What is the thing you found?
Profit center changed.
Correct. Profit center is a different. Debit profit center is something different and credit profit center is something different, right? So then how the system will update? I'll just write the entry. Tomorrow we will discuss. So here, GL view. In GL view, it will be updated as wages account, debited 55,000. Okay, 55,000 and business area Hyderabad A1000 and segment cement segment. Now it will, because your debit and credits are not equal. So I'll just give you a glance. So whenever the debit and credit are not equal in entry view, then one account will be get automatically activated. One account will be automatically triggers. That is your zero balance clearing account. Zero balance automatically it will trigger whenever your debit balance is not equals to your credit balance. So how it's going to be trigger in the sense to zero balance clearing, zero balance clearing. Okay, so here 55,000 AHYD Hyderabad. So it will take credit line also A1000 and A cement. And in the third line, it will take zero balance clearing 55,000 AHYD A1000. Sorry, it's 1100 A cement. To bank outgoing 55,000 AHYD cement. So same thing. So just keep it, park it if at all any questions on this particular thing, zero balance. Tomorrow we will have an explanation on this. Just write it down as it is. Please check it out. Once you are done, let me know. Done, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then we will discuss what do you mean by exactly the zero balance splitting. Okay. Then how it's going to be activated and all those stuff in tomorrow's session. And we will see few more scenarios on zero balance splitting. And after that, we will see the other method called passive splitting. Fine. And after that, we will see the configuration part. Okay. Thank you all. See you in
Okay,
tomorrow.
Naveen,
And
thank you.
again, I'm reiterating, it's a very, very important topic.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Thank you all.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much.